What's the best way to organize all my team's requests? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new form response in Google Forms. Then we'll be using the AI wizard by Workload to format those answers. And then we're going to add them to a new spreadsheet row in Google Sheets. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor. We'll give our workflow a title. So this is going to be Forms to Wizard to Sheets. And we're going to click in our trigger box and we're going to select our app, which is going to be Google Forms. So we're going to do a new form response as the event. We're going to make sure we're connected to Google. If you have trouble connecting to any of the apps we use in our workflows, check out the blog in the description for help. The form that I want to use to initiate this trigger is my team task request form. We'll test our trigger to see if there's any new responses. And it looks like we have some responses. But if you check this out, I'm going to click on this raw console button, and you can see that all of the answers are tucked inside of a series of arrays. And it's hard to find them. And a lot of times when you're building a workflow, you have to pull out the answers separate from the arrays in order to be able to put them into Google Sheets. So we're going to do that by clicking continue here. We're going to use our tools. We're going to use the AI wizard by Workload. Prompt the data. So the input data is going to be this whole answers array. I'm going to paste in a prompt. Pull out all of the answers and turn into an object. Sometimes finding the exact phrase to put into one of these prompts is a little tricky. So I'm going to have a link in the description to this exact workflow. So you'll have to sign into your own Google accounts and use your own forms, but this prompt will be in there already. So we'll click continue and we'll test the action. And now we have a response that's very clean. It should be easy for us to import into Google Sheets. So I'll click continue. I'm going to add a step. This is going to be in Google Sheets. And the event is going to be to create a spreadsheet row. Make sure I'm connected to Google. Again, you can check out the link in the description to our blog, which will have steps on connecting to various apps. The spreadsheet that we want to update with this workflow is our task list. We use sheet 1. And then I have to map the data one column at a time. So our first column is the timestamp. That was actually outside of the array in the original answer. If I scroll down to the bottom here, I can find the last submitted time. Now all the other answers are going to come from that step 2. So our column for name is going to come from step 2 with the AI wizard, and we have to find the name. So I designed this form and this spreadsheet to correlate to that form. So I know what the answers are. I also filled out the form. So I created this response. For whatever reason, the order of the answers is not the same as the order of the questions when I wrote them in the form. So you're going to want to, once you've created a form, go ahead and fill out the form once yourself so you can understand where the answers are supposed to go. And then once you map them into the correct place here, they'll automatically do that every time. Okay, so I'm going to click continue. We're going to test this action. And it looks like we have a success. So I'm going to click continue here. And then I'm going to check out my spreadsheet.
A few moments later.
And just then you saw those answers populated into the right columns of my spreadsheet. So it looks like our workflow is set up correctly. We have a green dot in each one of our nodes. So I can go ahead and activate my workflow. And now every time I get a new form response, then the AI wizard will format that data properly and then plop it into our Google Sheet. That's how you use Workload to build a workflow that takes responses from a form and plops them directly into Google Sheets. Please join the Workload community by commenting on this post with any questions you might have or suggestions for future videos. You should also like this post and click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices flow more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.